Regular Nobodies. So, today's podcast is about flat Earth. Do you guys know anything about flat Earth?
No.
Just that it's flat.
That's okay. You don't need to know anything about it because it's all made up anyway.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So I guess there are a lot of people who think that the world is flat. And I've met one.
Oh, you
I've
have?
met a flat earther in real life. It was this girl, and she was like trying to convince me that the world was flat. And I tested her on her how much she actually believed. What's the word for that? I tested her on the
You were saying firmament?
firmament.
Firmament.
That's what they call
The dome?
the dome. Yeah, firmament. But in Hebrew, firmament just means expanse or heavens, which I translate as space. You know, because like you can't leave the universe. They say you can't get past the dome into space, but like you can't get out of the universe. So to me, that's the firmament. But anyways, I tested this girl's on how strongly she believed flat Earth. So they think that nothing can go into space, and nothing can come in, right? Because there's like a dome that you can't go through, right?
Okay, real quick, then what the fuck is the Voyager satellite?
So they don't believe it exists.
Yeah,
it's all a lie.
Yeah, that stuff is fake.
That's what they say.
NASA.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Fake news. You don't know. No, but so I tested to see whether or not she actually really believed it or if she was just spouting propaganda. And so I asked her, I say, did you hear about this asteroid, this meteor that's supposed to hit Earth in like 2032 or something like that?
Apophis.
She goes, yeah, Apophis. She goes, oh, no, I haven't heard about that. That's interesting. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm like, okay, so you believe in meteors out in space. So she didn't really believe what she was talking about. Sometimes I wonder if there's just people online that are just spouting propaganda, like somebody's paying them to just go out there and
absolutely.
spit propaganda.
Yeah, there's no way there's not.
Because this person didn't actually really believe in what they were talking about.
Yeah, so, yeah, are you done on...
I'm done.
Okay.
You may go.
Yeah. Thank you. My guess is that the whole flat Earth didn't even come naturally. I believe it was purposely thrown out by bad actors.
Bad actors?
Yeah, well, I'll say bad actors because I don't want to say the government or the scientists. I'll just say people who want to discredit conspiracy theorists.
Propagandists.
Yeah, propagandists. Because they're trying to discredit conspiracy theorists.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like when you see shows in like the 1980s, 1990s. For example, you had Seinfeld. What was his name?
Wait, can we say Seinfeld?
Yeah, I'm yes.
Can we say that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so anyways, you're saying.
Yeah, who was the crazy guy? You had Jerry...
Cosmo Kramer.
Yeah, Kramer.
Fucking Kramer.
Yeah, Kramer always had these crazy ideas, and I believe he was thrown in there to be crazy like that.
Just throw some
Yeah,
nonsense
throw out these
there.
crazy ideas. I wish I had another idea for conspiracy theorists that were just thrown off to the side. You say the craziest things on purpose, and you have other people that'll just like on forum boards you'll have people say reasonable things like questioning 9/11. I'm not going there just yet, but
that's for another episode.
That's a different.
yeah, that's for another episode. But when you point out these flaws in thinking, people rebound and say, "Well, you're like the flat earthers. You'll believe anything that you hear." But it's not about...
So much for a deterrent.
Yeah, there's our fourth guest.
It's not about flat Earth is real. It's that you're thinking outside the box. Like, it's okay
Right.
to think that flat Earth could be a thing. It's clearly not, but it does get your mind thinking on how you could have, like, there's fake science around it.
Like,
Yeah,
I
this is
am
not the time or the place.
I am more inclined to believe in hollow Earth before I am flat Earth.
Yes, well, also a different topic.
Yes.
But true. I would believe in a hollow Earth before I would believe any flat Earth.
Right, but then where does the magnetic field come from?
I'm just
Well, the iron core.
well,
But-
not if it's hollow.
Well,
I can caverns, large caverns, but
Yeah.
not maybe hollow.
yeah, I would say you have the Earth, the big old globe, and then you got the crust, and then you got the hollow where people would say your magma would be.
Anyways, flat Earth.
Right. So here's my problem with flat Earth. Right? They say that there isn't a horizon. That's their biggest argument. There is no horizon. If you look, you have a telescope and you look, you can just see because there's no horizon. It just goes straight, right? Like, yeah, but the sun literally goes down over the horizon.
Well, okay, by that logic, if we had a clear enough day and a powerful enough telescope, we could see, what is the fucking building in Dubai? The largest building in the world.
We should be able to see that.
Yeah, you should be able to see
But
it.
we can't.
Yeah, if the Earth was flat, we should be able to see that. We should be able to see
Right.
New York from
With some
here.
of our telescopes
Like-
where we can see the moon, we should be able to see like the biggest building in, like you say, in Dubai or whatever.
Right.
The London Tower, we should be able to see that.
Right, we
you
should
know?
be able to see Big Ben.
Yeah, that's without
Right.
accounting for fog and
Right.
atmosphere displacement.
Atmosphere, right. So there's another thing too is, I know this isn't round, it's a rectangle.
Is in fact
But
flat.
we're already suspending our disbelief here,
Flat.
so, okay, let's say that this is flat Earth, right? But it's round, okay, but flat. So they say that the sun and the moon travel around like this, right? So
It would always be day.
here's well, my problem is perspective as an artist. Okay, so when I'm living here, first of all, the sun would never go overhead, which, I mean, it does.
Every day.
The only place it never goes overhead is on the poles,
Yeah.
which would prove that the Earth is round because the sun would just go like this. So, anyways, the sun goes overhead, which means that it doesn't go it goes straight too. It doesn't go in a circle or anything like that. Plus, with perspective, as it's far away, it's going to be smaller, and then as it gets closer, it's going to get bigger. And then as it goes overhead, it's going to get smaller as it moves away, right? Of course, they'll be like, atmosphere refraction and...
Let me pretend be stupid.
Okay.
Well, what about the days when... Well, you know how sometimes the moon is really big in the sky? Well, what about that? How can you argue that?
Okay.
Well, I don't have all the science.
Let me pretend to be stupid.
let him pretend to be stupid for a second. Pretend to be stupid.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I don't have to pretend, don't worry.
So, anyways,
Flat Earth.
flat Earth.
Oh, I looked up Flat Earth on Google.
Oh, good. Tell us about
And
it.
the first thing that pops up, Flat Earth is an archaic and scientifically disproven conception of the Earth's shape as a plane or disc.
Well, what's the source?
Wikipedia.
Well,
They'll say you can't trust Wikipedia.
yeah, you
That's what
can't
they
trust
say.
Wikipedia.
Okay, let's go to Scientific American.
Yeah, who?
Oh no, those are official scientists. You
Yeah,
trust the
those
official scientists.
yeah, those scientists are paid off by the
They're
government.
paid actors.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
They're paid actors. They're the what do they call the propagandists?
Yeah.
That's what they are, propagandists. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite quote for Flat Earth is, "We have members all around the globe."
Now, to their, I don't want to defend flat earthers because the Earth isn't flat, but
However,
the concept of questioning whether or not we're being told the truth about things, sure, question the world around you. It's healthy. It's good. But that's a little too far, I think.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm fine with talk about stuff that isn't even true at all, like
Right.
Flat Earth. But it's good to like not immediately believe anything you hear.
Exactly. Just don't believe everything you hear. I mean, just because it's popular doesn't mean it's true. Now I know a lot of people, and this is my area of expertise because I believe in God, and I read the Bible, and a lot of them are coming from it from that perspective. They're saying that in the Bible it says that there's a firmament. But you see, that's where my problem that's where I differ from their opinion, because like they say they think the firmament literally is a dome, and then they talk about the four corners, because in the Bible it talks about the four corners of the earth, but that is figurative. That is north, south, east, and west, right? So I mean, you can take an orange and make 4 slices out of it. That's like you can do that with the earth, and then you have 4 hemispheres, and then what was I talking?
The 4 corners.
4 corners, right? And so they take that literally when it's figurative, and the firmament. It actually doesn't mean some dome over. It never says that in the Bible. It doesn't say that. It just says a firmament. But firmament, the time it would have been written would have been Hebrew, or Aramaic, or Greek. Means expanse. Let me look up. I'm going to look up firmament in Greek.
Yeah, and did
Firmament in Greek.
yeah, back then when the Bible was wrote, didn't they believe that the Earth was the center of the universe, or was it the sun, or?
They believed everything orbited Earth.
A long time ago, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so would that kind of equate to like?
That would have been. Yeah, I believe it was Plato.
I don't know if that was
But that would have been much after the Bible, wouldn't it?
Well, no.
Was it Plato?
Well, I mean, the Bible was written it goes back to the way long time ago. It predates Plato, yeah. But there's another part in the Bible that they don't talk about, is when Job is questioning. He's not really questioning God. They're having a conversation, and God says. He basically says that the earth is a sphere that hangs on nothing. But they don't ever want to go there or read that part. They only want to reinforce their own naivety, and they're believing something that isn't true. So in Greek translation of firmament is solid body, foundation, or framework, which could still be translated as all kinds of things. The framework of the universe, I don't know. I just don't think that the earth is flat.
So, side note, Nicholas Copernicus is the person who disproved that the earth was a center of the universe. That was in 1543. So way after the Bible.
Yeah, and I bet he was pretty much crucified for thinking.
And
like
Galileo.
Well, the thing is, the Bible never says the world is flat.
Right, and
It
but
doesn't
also
say
Galileo.
it. Right. It doesn't ever say that. In fact, it kind of hints to it being a sphere that hangs on nothing.
Right, and real quick, we can observe other planets.
Right. We look at the moon, it's round.
No, dude, guys, space is fake.
Space is fake.
It's a hologram.
You're totally
that's
right.
what I was thinking, but I didn't know until you just told me.
She's totally right. Space isn't real, dude.
Propagandist!
Yeah, so the whole dome part, the dome is also a giant projector.
That's what I heard.
Oh, that's why the sun goes overhead, bro.
Yeah,
Bro.
and yeah, think of the Truman Show. Everything that we are around, it's a stage. It's all fake.
It's fake news.
Fake news.
So there's a guy living in the moon? Literally a man in the moon.
Yeah, the dark side of the moon. There's a secret.
Oh, there's our 4th host.
Yeah.
No, that's our 5th host.
That's our 5th host?
Yeah.
How many hosts do we have on this show?
6, actually. 3 of them are cats. 4, actually.
4. There's 3.
1, 2, 3.
There'd be 6.
4.
4, 5.
4.
1, 2, 3.
Cats. 4 of them are cats.
Oh yeah, whatever.
There's only 3 cats. Oh. Oh, you're a cat too. No.
Yeah, I guess so.
You live with a cat long enough, you start to become a cat.
You were literally walking around the chair while I'm sitting in it.
Well, based on how much I like cats, maybe what is it? Miss
Look it up.
Gandhi or
'cause
something.
I think you missed the mark on that a little bit.
No, there's they call it like a mind control parasite that cats have, and it.
Oh. And that's why we just take care of them without any qualms whatsoever.
Yeah.
Let me clean your poop.
Yeah, let me clean your poop. I'll feed you.
Do whatever you want, except don't get on the counter.
Found in undercooked meat and cat feces. Yeah, it's a parasite. It's called toxoplasmosis.
It's so much for deterrence.
So how long have we shot now? 19 minutes?
Yeah, we probably got 15 minutes of flat Earth.
Okay, I think that's good. For flat Earth anyways. There's not much to talk about. It's fake as hell.
Yeah, yeah, it's fake.
Yeah,
It's fake.
You're wrong.
Ooh.
Wrong. You're wrong.
We're wrong, we're right.
No,
Next page.
my favorite interpretation of
Next
flat Earth
subject.
is that we're not just a disc, but we're on like a giant space turtle.
That's
You
a,
ever see those
is
illustrations?
that like a Chinese thing or a...
It's
Giant
definitely
space turtle.
it's definitely not American.
What culture believes that we all live on a giant tortoise?
Avatar.
Hindu mythology, Chinese mythology, and the mythology of some of the indigenous peoples of the Americas.
Probably something like Buddhism.
Hindu also.
Hindu.
Yeah, Hindu.
So it does kind of have some American.
But where's the turtle going? Does it ever stop to eat?
Well, so fun fact, the turtle isn't real because space isn't real.
Space isn't real. My most important question about the whole turtle thing, the tortoise, how does the flat Earth fit on it?
It's its shell.
But that's
Right,
so
but
it's a
even
flat
then it would
shell?
be fucking curved.
No, it's a space turtle. It can be anything. It's
is
a
not a
flat
perfectly
back.
Any
flat
way you look
turtle.
at it, the planet is round. Even if it's just a half sphere. They literally think it's a snow globe. They think we live in a snow globe. We don't live in a snow
We do,
globe.
what are you
people.
talking about?
It is pretty crazy to think that the entire disk is surrounded by Antarctica.
Antarctica, but wouldn't people have gone out there by now?
Also, real quick, it's called circumnavigation for a reason.
Right.
Yeah, that's how they get around with water falling off of nothing. It's because we're surrounded by a giant ice shelf.
Okay.
And then
Then where the fuck is it?
And what's underneath us?
the turtle.
Tortoise shell.
Oh, tortoise. Then what's on the other side of the firmament then?
What, the globe?
Is it ocean?
Not
It's
space.
more ocean, isn't it? I think they think it's ocean. It's just more water.
That's why the sky's blue.
Yeah. But honestly, you know why the sky is blue?
It has to do with
It's something with our atmosphere.
the atmosphere and light.
Because I think it's the oxygen and the nitrogen reflects blue. And so when the light rays come into it, basically disperses all the other light other than just the blue. And that's why when the sun's coming up, because it's going through so much, I don't know, there's like less dispersion or something like that, or maybe it's going through less. And that's why we see the full color spectrum, because it's actually, light is the full color spectrum. So it would be like rainbow, but we only see the blue because of the oxygen and the nitrogen, I think. I could be wrong with that. Do your research!
Yeah, just
I'm
don't
not
believe
gonna.
us for no reason. Oh, we're just talking on the top of our head.
Yeah, we're just spouting nonsense.
Yeah, this is nonsense.
Yeah.
Just like flat Earth.
Let me pretend to be stupid.
Pretend to be stupid.
The Earth is flat.
No, real quick, one of my favorite things about color is that it's entirely different to everyone.
Mm.
And what we see isn't actually the color of the object. We're just seeing what isn't absorbed.
We're seeing
Like-
what's reflected.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the blue jeans right here. It's not actually blue. It's blue. It just happens to be what is being reflected. It's every other color besides blue.
Oh, that was somebody's argument once too. Is they said something. Somebody said something on a forum that was on where they're talking about the moon reflecting the light, and they're like, "Why does the moon shine?" Like, because it's reflecting the sunlight.
Yeah.
And they're like, "That's stupid. Rocks don't reflect light." Then how do you see anything? All rocks reflect light. That's how you see them.
Yeah, you know how beaches are really bright during a noon, where the sun is overhead and
Right.
Yeah. No, the sun can't be overhead, Riley.
They can't. It
The
travels
Earth
around
is
in a
flat. It
circle.
goes around
in a
us.
circle.
duh.
And
The
that's why
fuck are
the
you
snow
talking
is
about?
really bright, and you have to wear sunglasses a lot of times out in the snow because it's reflecting all that white light. White is every spectrum, like the whole thing. So it's you're getting like ah.
Yeah,
That's why that light right there is killing
Sir.
me, sir. We're gonna have to yes, sir.
Sir?
So I put up deterrent objects, and it's clearly not working.
That's what you get when you spoil your cat.
No.
Well, look how
I found
happy
the
he
thing.
is.
This is 24 minutes, so I don't want to use all 24 minutes of that.
No, probably about 20 minutes of it is usable.
Yeah. Probably about 15 minutes of it is usable.
17.
You probably have a ton of views right now.
Yeah, we had a lot of people at work getting ready to.
That's it.
All right.
Yay!
Yay! We're done, we're rich. We're gonna be silly as hell about this, right?
Like, please like, subscribe
That,
to
no,
this.
you're,
Please like and subscribe, nerds.
Like and subscribe now!
Do it now.
Do it now!
Like Scoob. They were unarmed.
Please like and subscribe.
Jesus
Whoa.
Christ.
So this cat would like you to like and subscribe to our podcast. And if you don't, then the cat will be furious.
Yeah, you have to like and subscribe.
like and subscribe.
If you don't, I'm gonna be mad at you.